Hello there guys, Fengferth here. I'm playing DayZ. For those of you that don't already know, DayZ is a mod for Arma 2, which completely changes the whole gameplay of it. It basically turns it into a survival horror. Um, if you've watched my first impressions video, you'll get more of a gist of it. I'd just like to point out that this mod is still in alpha, and at this time of recording this, it is in 1.7.1.5. And my aim of this video is to try and hopefully show you how to survive your first couple of days. Hopefully. The reason why I'm doing this is pretty simple, really. A lot of people have been starting to play this as fresh people. We've had 70,000 unique players since last week. That's a lot, and there's been a lot of complaints on the forum about how hard it is. So the first thing you really want is you'll need an interactive map. I cannot stress how useful this is, and I'm going to link one at the bottom of the page. So that one's a loot map. It shows you the map, and it shows you where some of the decent loot is. It's a great map, and I advise you use it. You can also get similar sorts of maps for iOS devices and tablets. If, like me, you only have one monitor and you have to Alt-Tab to look at the map, might be more useful to you. But anyway, first thing you want to do is, once this character's been created, if it hurries up. It's taking a while, isn't it? Perhaps we should try another server. Right then, so second time lucky after just dying before loading up. Absolutely brilliant. But it's alpha, so what do you expect? So when you first log in, you want to be checking your right hand side of your screen, because it will tell you want to be looking at the second one from the top. You want to be looking at where you are when you spawn. That will help you. Navigate where you are on the interactive map. Hopefully, if it receives, it better do. Also, you want to decide what server you want to go on. I recommend, if you're a new player, to try and find a server that's quiet, that doesn't have many people on. This basically tends to be a lower zombie count rate as well as a lower player rate, so you got slightly more chance of surviving. It's up to you whether you want regular or veteran. It just depends if you like it in third person, I suppose. If you like it in third person, which I don't recommend because it takes away some of the immersion. If you want it in third person, go for a regular server. If you don't want it in third person, go on a veteran server. It's taking a while to load up. God, it's going to be all bloody loading screens. God's sake. I'll pause this 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm on now, so let's pick mail. And now it's got to create. Oh, for God's sake. It's still in alpha, it's still not optimised as much as people would want it. There we go. Okie dokie. So we're in Chernarus. Great place to be at the moment. I mean that sarcastically. So let's just kneel down 2 seconds. Okay then, so what we're going to do is, what many new players do is they come running out like this. They see a road, they see buildings, and they automatically think, ooh, go there, go there. You don't want to be doing that for a couple of reasons. Now, if your server isn't that populated, then by all means, go there. But you're risking a lot of stuff. You're risking a lot of your life. There's loads of zombies in those kind of areas, and more like there's loads of people in those types of areas as well. And not only that, even though there can be some good stuff found in those areas, it's usually not worth it. It's not worth the risk. Sometimes it can be, but not very often it's not. So as you can see, I'm crouching down and I'm just jogging along. I'm just checking every corner to see if there's any zombies or anything. Okay. Now, is this enterable? Might be, might not be. It is. So let's enter this. Okay, dokie. So in here already we've got some good stuff. So we've got morphine. That's a nice rare item to get. And we've got coke and food. And that's a great start. Now you sometimes won't get as lucky as me, which means you'll have to look for some food or drink. But we don't want to be going around the coastal areas. We want to be going inland. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on now, going inland. Now we don't have any weapons or anything, so we're a bit vulnerable. So you can either decide to have a look for some weapons, increasing your risk of being found by players, or we can just carry on. So I think what we'll do is we'll just carry on inland for now. So there's not really any zombies, so I'm just going to run around. Okay. Now the good thing about being inland, there's a couple of reasons that's good to be inland. The main reason is that not many players are actually inland. They're too busy in Chernarus and Electro having shootouts, which is not surprising at all. And of course, concealment. When you're in like this, you're actually pretty well concealed. So that's quite a nice thing to do as well. So I'll sort of know where I'm going. We're going to be heading for. We're looking for a road that connects off Chernarus. That is a road, okay. So if we continue along this road, we should eventually find a couple of buildings where we can search for some food and stuff. So I'm going to pause it here. Okay then, so if you see in the distance, we're following the road and we can see a barn and a few houses. Now, the barn is enterable. I don't think those houses are. So this is nothing you need to start worrying about as a new player. You need to start distinguishing between what is enterable and what isn't. You can normally tell by windows. If you can see through the windows, that means there's interior, so you can enter. But if the windows are opaque, then you usually can't enter. Right, now then, there is a zombie there, so we need to start crouching, and we need to start thinking about walking. So zombies, they detect by sight and hearing. Now their sight isn't as good as their hearing, so you don't really need to worry too much about being seen, but their field of vision is the same as ours, theoretically, so they can still see right in front of them, and they'll still be able to see you, and you'll aggro them if you're too close. But their hearing is their most the most predominant sense, so you want to be very careful about running around. Unfortunately, don't forget this is alpha. In this current build, zombies can actually hear through walls at exactly the same amount. So, okay, so this zombie is there. Where is he gonna go? Now he's kind of looking at me, but he's not. So let's just quickly crawl. There we go. Now, is he following me? I don't think he is. So if we go forward and pray he doesn't see us, which he hasn't, which is great. Now we have to be careful because there might be some more zombies around here and we can't really see them very well. Okay. So if we just get back up for a bit and we continue walking, that zombie I don't think has seen us. Otherwise we'd be taking damage around about now. Hang on. No. But we can hear a zombie pretty close, so we need to be very careful here. We also need to be careful because there might be enemy. Oh god, there is someone there. There's a zombie right there. So we might have some trouble here. Might not even be able to go in there since we've got nothing to defend ourselves with. So let's just try and get back round here. There's a good chance that zombie went round there as well. So we might be in trouble here. But the most important thing is to always walk around zombies, never run, otherwise you will attract them like flies. And they do have quite a big hearing distance, so just be very careful. Once you attract one, they all come flocking. So our main priorities at the moment are three things mainly. We need to worry about food and water, and we also need to worry about some type of weapon. Now it doesn't matter too much at the moment whether it's melee or whether it's just ranged, but we prefer ranged more than anything. So we now need to be very careful around here. There's a good chance they might see us, and if they do, we are buggered. Now I think that's the only lootable building as well, so that doesn't help. Now if we had a tin can, I could throw it out here and he'd go and investigate. So I don't think I've got a tin can. Have I got anything else I can use? No. That's a shame. There is a tin can in there, but I'm just wondering if I can get to it before he sees me. Ah, there's two. It's probably not worth the risk then by the look of it. Wood. Yeah, there's nothing there. Don't bother. Oakley dokley, so that's 5 minutes wasted. But at the end of the day, you got to check. You have got to check. Uh-oh. I'm going to stay crouching. Crawling even, sorry, because I can actually lose him. I think he's spotting me, but... or he's just investigating the noise. Probably the latter. I think he's just investigating the noise, but now I'm round there. I'll get back up to crouching and I'll walk crouch. Slightly faster. Okie dokie, so we now need to establish where we now are. And we need to establish where the nearest city is. Not the one on the coastal, because those are death traps. So what I'm going to do is, whenever you tab out to look at the map, always get prone and don't get too near the trees, because the geometry will kill you. A nice book. So, right, so unfortunately this isn't the best place ever, because there's not really any cities around. However, there is, if we continue going north down this road, there is a little city that's unnamed, and we can have a quick look to see if there's anything there. Let's just have a quick look. So let's just start running. No zombies around. Was there an house there? That is that enterable? I'm not sure if that's enterable or not. Oh, okay, it's actually a little power station. Right, there's a zombie there. I think that might be enterable in there. Since it's on that particular zombie, I'm not going to worry too much, so let's just... oh, I'm stuck on the power lines. Oh, great. So let's just crouch run. Okay, let's open up here. See if there's anything in here. Oh, okay, we can't go in there then. Right, no worries then. Not particularly worried about that. Let's just continue on along. Can keep on running now for a bit. So we need to find... ah, no, there's a fork in the road. No, I think it is this way. I believe it's this way. Where we gotta go next. So if you follow this road, then there's another fork there. Uh-oh. Oh, bit of a freeze there. There's another fork there. So we can carry on up here. I think that's a little station there by the look of it. We can check that out just to see if there's anything there. So I think that's what we'll do. I don't think there's anything there though, myself. But we can always have a quick check. As you can see, our food and water isn't that bad at all, so we've still got quite a bit of sustenance left. That's all we're worried about really at the moment. So, oh, there is a zombie there. We have to be very careful now because obviously we've got nothing to defend ourselves with. So if we are got a zombie now, we're gonna have to make a run for the hills and far away. But I don't think any of these places are enterable. Ah, this one is. Oh shit. Oh no. Yeah, okay, let's run. Yep, I was scared of that. Okay, we're not bleeding, that's a good sign. So, yeah, now I'm going to show you how to try and lose a zombie. What we want to do is we want to find quite a steep hill. Might be able to do it up here actually. That's if that zombie hadn't come like that. Now, if you run up it sideways like this, and zigzag, you should be able to eventually lose the zombie. But it's not always the case, and it can still follow you. It needs to be a pretty steep hill. So we need to either help you get into another steep hill soon, or we get bored. I'm going to pause the recording here until we can actually find somewhere else. So, well, Mr. Zombie is still chasing me, and he's just hit me, and now I'm starting to bleed out. So that's not a good sign at all. I can't really bandage myself at the moment because it puts me in a very vulnerable position. So I need to hope that. Oh, has he gone? He must have got bored already. You can lose zombies by line of sight now as well, so let's bandage up. That was a bit lucky. Okay. Now then, there's a little house there. Is that a... Well, I think we're going to leave that. That's not worth it. It's not worth it at this particular point in time because we are really are not equipped to deal with zombies at the moment. This is the risk you take by going inland. The fact that you're sometimes not going to be able to defend yourself, and sometimes aren't going to find any food or drink. But at least you're not going to get bloody sniped by bloody idiots that are camping the towns. That's the thing you need to think about. Okay, I'm going to pause it here. So, we should have hit that mini town by now, but unfortunately, it does seem we may have got a bit lost in that little run with a zombie. So, it's nothing to be scared about yet. Oh, actually, there is a few. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm not too sure where this is, but it's got a big, massive warehouse. Now, what we want to do with a place like this, we want to try and get into the tree line first. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to get into the tree line. We need to kind of scout to see, well, for one, how many zombies there is in this city, and two, to see if there's any players around. Now, sometimes players will be in that warehouse, and sometimes they'll just be in the tree lines. Now, this isn't, even though there's quite a lot of zombies, this isn't a very populated server at the moment. I think there's only 30 on. So, hopefully we should be okay. Again, though, I'm not too sure where this place is. So I'm gonna have to double check the map later to see if we can find out where it is and see if it's got any goodies for us. Okay, so I think we're okay here. Okay, so we're just gonna get behind these two trees here. This one here. Okay. Don't forget never to go right by a tree, because there is a bug in this game where the trees will actually kill you. Okay, so hang on, let's just walk here. Okay, there's a couple of zombies there. Doesn't look like there's anybody in that place yet. Well, there are zombies on the roof, by the look of it. I don't know. Anyway, can't get him through there by the look of it. We want to stay away from there if we can. There'll be nothing in there. All that's in there is usually car parts and vehicle stuff, basically. Obviously we're not going to have a vehicle yet because we don't need one. So if we just start... okay, so now I'm stuck on crouch for some reason. No idea why. Come on. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm stuck on crouch. I have no idea why. Right, I'm gonna have to quickly double tap W to try and run. There we go, okay. So we want to try and find out which buildings are enterable. And then once we do find one that we can enter, we can have a quick look on the map to see where we are. I'm not really, I don't feel safe out here at the moment. What the hell? Yeah, I think this is also a known bug where if you double tap shift, you can actually hold down W to walk. But the problem is you then haven't got a run button apart from double W. Bit annoying, but we'll live. We better live. Okay. I think it's sorted now. Yeah, it's back. That's alright. Okay, so that building's inaccessible. I'm actually tempted to go in there just to see if there's anything in there, because it does seem like there's not much stuff around here. So, we've got a zombie there. That's not accessible. That's not accessible. Oh dear. An old town that isn't accessible. Doesn't look good, does it? Nothing there. This building might... no, it's not. Nope. Ah, a building that's actually accessible there. Be very careful. Don't let the zombies now, do we? Okay, now is there anything in here? Oh shit, there's nothing in here. This place has been this place has been empty by the look of it. Someone's either already been here or... yeah. There's a good chance there's someone pretty close. Oh, there is stuff here though. I missed. Let's take both. Yeah, let's take both. Okay, the loot's bugged. I may have to switch servers. This was happening earlier on as well. Tell you what, let me switch servers because again, another thing of alpha, be prepared for bugged loot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park in here for a little bit. Okay, so I'll be back very shortly.